Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Plan With Me video, or welcome if you are new around these parts. Today's video is for April, and it's a very special video. It's a very special theme to me, and my husband actually had this idea for this theme. I had come up with something entirely different, and he said this, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I thought it was really cute that he came up with it. And the theme is baby. Anything baby. I am due this month. I'm having a little girl, or having a daughter, and it's not something that I've talked about really at all. I think I mentioned it last video for the first time. It's just something I wanted to keep private, make sure everything was going okay with her, and it is, and we are literally in double digits counting down the days till she arrives. So that's why our theme for the month is baby stuff. So starting off on the cover page, we are putting out the title in these baby blocks and stacking them up, which I thought was so adorable. And I keep the blocks a running theme throughout the entire spread. I'm just using Crayola Supertips. I did buy some alcohol markers, but obviously they bleed through the pages, so we'll have to figure out a way to use them in the bullet journal, because I definitely want to. I definitely like the effect, and I've liked playing with them, but it might have to be a double up the page situation, or maybe I glue pages together, but then that's kind of wasteful for paper. So I don't know, we'll find a way to incorporate it. But we're using Crayola Supertips, and then we do end up outlining everything in just a black Sharpie fine liner. It is going to be my fine liner that I use for the end of time. But we are surrounding the April blocks with a bunch of cute baby doodles. So we have pacifiers, we have a stroller, a rattle, a bottle, like a very cute onesie, all the baby things. And I have so many baby things. We have everything done. The nursery is done, and we are just overloaded with so many baby things. And oh my gosh, she has so many outfits. She's so spoiled. And yeah, so we are doing all kinds of baby doodles around here, just coloring everything in. We kept a pretty tight color scheme of just 4 colors. So like we did this really light turquoisey blue, we did a deeper teal kind of blue, a light pink, and then kind of a goldy color. There is a teeny bit of like a bright yellow, but not too much. But I'm doing a bib, and I did bunnies on the bibs, or I guess just a singular bunny on the bib, because our daughter's room is bunnies and ducks and little cute animals everywhere, so I had to incorporate that somehow. But here we are outlining everything in fine liner. I think it makes it look super bold and super cute. I do want to touch really quickly, my camera kept running out of storage as I was filming this. It was very annoying, and it was one of those things where I didn't really notice until too late. So it cuts off a little bit of the calendar page, not too much, just a little bit of the fine lining, so I was pretty happy about that. But then the running to-do list page, or the weekly spread, whatever you want to call it, is completely cut out, and it's a bummer. I'm really sad about it, but I decided to post this anyway and put this up, and you do still see it in the final flip through, so it's not too big of a deal. And thankfully those pages aren't super detailed anyway. There's just a couple doodles, and then it's a ton of blank space so I can write my to-dos, so we're not missing out on too much there. But I am doing a book right now, outlining a book. We've got the bib, rattle, the stroller. Oh my gosh, the socks. I almost forgot about the socks. I think they're so cute and tiny and adorable. Socks and baby shoes, which baby shoes, I mean, are pretty much pointless. Like they're gonna fall off their feet, but they're still so cute and tiny. I think that's what gets me the most, are the socks and the shoes. So now I'm just rambling about cute baby things, but moving on over to the best page, we are keeping with the blocks and writing out best at the bottom in the blocks. And then at the top, we do a stork, because you can't have babies without storks, because, you know, where do babies come from? But no, there's a stork and he's carrying a lovely package. So he's flying up at the top. I thought that was a really cute detail to put. And I do realize that this theme is not for everyone, and that's totally okay. It was just a bit of fun to have at this exciting and a little bit nervous time of my life. And it was just, like I said, it was too perfect to pass up for the month of April. So, you know, you don't have to love it, and that's okay if you don't, but it's just a bit of fun. Next month, we will definitely be back to more traditional themes, as long as I can get everything out in time. I'm planning to get out a May bullet journal pretty soon, because I'll be taking off work pretty soon to have like at least a week or so before she comes. And so I'm going to have a lot of downtime, so I'm sure I'm going to get bored of resting. So I'm going to try to get a May out, maybe work on a June, just because I know it's going to be a really busy time after she's here. So I want to pre-film what I can, because it is really exciting, and I do want to keep up with bullet journaling, and I want to keep up with things, you know, that make me happy, but also I know that it's going to be a huge adjustment. But anyway, enough about that kind of stuff. We are finishing up the stork. He's pretty simple. He's just really black Sharpie fine liner with a little bit of gold in the beak. We're finishing up the clouds, nothing crazy, and then we are turning over into the calendar page. So again, we're going in on the side and writing April in the same blocks that we did for the cover page. And something that I thought was really cool is that each day is supposed to emulate kind of one of those baby blocks, not necessarily 3D or super detailed like the other ones, but you know, just the general shape. So we're keeping the same colors, we're using the same 4 colors and drawing out boxes for the days. And I'm so proud of myself that I did not mess up the calendar days. They are all correct. They're in the same spot as it's supposed to be. They start on the day that it's supposed to, and it ends on the day that it's supposed to. I've had such a bad record lately of like messing up the days on calendars. One month I didn't even notice, y'all, and it's just still there. It's just still messed up, but you know, those things happen. But here's where I get smart, and I'm essentially drawing and doodling and filling things in based on each color. So I did all of that dark teal color first, and now I'm going in with the gold and doing anything that requires this gold color, and then we'll move on to a different color, and then I'm gonna outline everything. You definitely don't have to do it this way. I think it's just one of those time-saving tricks that you can do if you're ever like short on time, or you need it to speed up a little bit, because sometimes it can get a little bit repetitive doing these things, but still super fun, of course. The doodles themselves around the page are the same ones from the cover page. We still have all the same, you know, onesie, stroller, the cute little socks. They're all the same, so there's nothing there that changes. But overall, this was a pretty simple spread to do, and it was very fun for me, I guess, at this time in my life, to put all these doodles on a page and just kind of turn off my brain for a minute and just doodle. I mean, it was simple. We just used markers and a fine liner, and I just had so much fun creating it, and I think it came out super cute. For the future, I do want to say real quick, if there are any theme ideas or different mediums that you have just really wanted me to try or want to see, or you have any suggestions about themes, even if it's just colors, anything like that that you would like to see, definitely drop it down below, and I might use it. It might give me some inspiration, because sometimes I don't always have inspiration for what kind of themes that I want to do. So sometimes seeing comments or, you know, seeing a pin on Pinterest can really just give me an idea and get me really excited. So if there's ever anything you want to see, just drop a comment down below and I will be sure to consider it for a different spread. But we are wrapping things up. We are about to go in with the fine liner and make everything pop. I think it really brings everything together with a little fine liner. It's not always needed, but it definitely does make a difference, especially in these little doodles. But like I said, the footage cuts off pretty soon, so I do apologize about that. But also, like I said, it's not the end of the world. I keep telling myself that. And you know, you didn't miss out on too much. It was just a couple doodles. We do blocks on the next page, another bottle, another pacifier, and I think another onesie. So literally just a couple of doodles and then a ton of white space. But as always, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for letting me do this fun baby spread to get me excited about my own baby coming. I'm very excited, but also a little nervous. First time mom, but wish me luck. And as always, thank you so much for being here. We are coming up onto the final flip through, and let me know what you think about this theme. And hopefully I will see you guys next month. Bye.